Hi, Nick here with MedTech World. We have Romeo Life Sciences. How are you?
Oh, good, Nicholas.
Great. Your background is in chemistry. You're
Yes.
part of, I guess, Malta's greatest manufacturing or export. You're part of that sector, and you have set up something quite innovative for the country, something exclusive for the country, a consultancy based upon what you have learned in the past. Tell us about your experience.
Yeah. So I started as a chemist in manufacturing companies in Malta. So I used to be a chemist in the chemical labs and quality control labs. I spent quite years working in that environment. Then I decided to switch a bit in that environment to a more consulting and service provider. So I started to work in Milan, in Italy, for a service provider for big companies involved in the healthcare sector. And then I learned that there was a kind of gap in Malta regarding the connection between the manufacturers, medical devices manufacturers, pharma companies already settled in Malta, and providers, stakeholders that are already in the territory. So I decided to go back to Malta and put everything together, what I learned from my previous experience, and start Romeo Life Science.
Oh, that's where James Romeo and his specialisms came in. So you implying this gap that you're covering, it's an advisory, right? Consultancy,
Yeah.
import, export. Please go ahead.
Yes. So our main service is for sure import, export, and distribution of medical devices. We also offer a good regulatory compliance for startups, for example. Nowadays, the AI startups it's a very huge market, and also here at MedTech we have many startups that involves AI models, and
Especially here, because there's Malta has its own AI task force, right?
Yes.
We have the sandbox, right? So there's a lot of startup companies in the AI space,
there's a
many
lot
in the
about
medtech space,
AI.
right?
It's going very well as a good sector, but most of the time startups they need to implement their early strategy. Many aspects of the AI regulation that nowadays the European Union, for example, is providing us. For example, the GDPR now is implemented in around Europe, and many startups needs to agree with all the regulation that there is behind this. And now also the AI Act implemented from the European Union includes also the risk-based approach for AI startups, AI models. There's to be clear to the patient, to the stakeholders that are going to be traced for some reason, for a specific purpose. This has to be very clear to the patient, but also the AI model has to be trained in a proper way in order to guarantee data privacy, good algorithm, and an efficacy in the outcome of that AI model.
Right. Thanks for representing Malta here at MedTech World. It's wonderful having you, James Romeo.
Thanks for having me.
Nicholas signing off, MedTech World.